What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We're back for match number 3 of this modern league. We won the die roll and we're going to be on the play versing Osk 4. No creature hands, so we have to mulligan. And this is a one lander with access to no blue mana, so we can't cast our creature. Honestly, this is close to a keep, but on the play, I think it's a mulligan. Alright, well, we're down to 4 cards now. Opponent has mulligan to 5, so alright, we're going to keep this hand. We might be versing like a Tybalt's Trickery deck here, so 1 Force Negation might actually just win us the game. So we need to put 3 cards on the bottom of our library. I like the idea of putting 3 lands on the bottom of our library. So we're going to put 1, 2, and 3. And if we top deck a land, we can cast Staggering Insight. If not, we can cast any 1 mana aura, which we might also top deck. Opponent with the Temple Garden here. They have kept a 5-card hand into Noble Hierarch. This could be humans. Unfortunately, we missed a land drop there. There's potential for Stalker to help us out. I don't think we're versing anything too unfair here. It could be Bant Stoneblade as well, which is probably going to be worse for us. Coiling Oracle. All right. So they get an island out for free there and an extra land. All right. This is looking a lot more like Bant Stoneblade. We can get underneath a Spell Queller at the moment. Fortunately, man, this would have looked slightly better if I bought him the Force Negation here. I got greedy. I could have just gone off the strength of Staggering Insight. Because they mulliganed twice, I thought they were a bit more of an unfair deck. But maybe they're just not a tier 1 deck. Like a tier 2 deck here. So yeah, slightly punished for getting greedy here. Because we've missed essentially 2 card draws from this right now. Opponent plays out the Soulherder. Man, this Force Negation is so garbage. Alright, well, Force Negation now has a target, but also we still haven't drawn land, so we'll be able to counter that to Fairy, and then times are going to suck after that. This is going to start getting too big for us to attack through. If we draw land, we're probably better off pivoting to Invisible Stalker as the creature. Which means our Force Negation is probably going to pitch our other Force Negation. Alright, opponent is attacking for 2. And they can't Spell Queller this because they don't have the mana up just yet. They do have the Windswept Teeth in hand there, though. Alright, generating some more value, getting some more free lands out. Yep. You got it. Alright, generating some more value. Yeah, good team. Unfortunately, we just didn't hit our land drops, and we've lost the game from that because we're too far behind in tempo now. They'd need to stall out really hard here. We're on 13 as well. We're really low. Their deck probably gains life a little bit better than we do at this point. Even like it's going to take at least 2 turns for us to gain life from attacking if we attack on the creature I want to be attacking on. We could potentially Staggering Insight and use it on a blocking creature, which is a 3/3. I don't think that's any sort of play that's winning us the game though. And I'm just going to take this. We can potentially chop more damage later on. Find it with the second Soulherder. Alright. Well, triggers, do these stack or do they just get 2 triggers here? They get 1 trigger twice. And both triggers get to target the Coiling Oracle. Okay. Ice Fang Quaddle to hand. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, well, we still draw creature, so I'm going to concede here. These are going to get uncontrollably big from this point forward. And deck's just not really doing it for us, right? Alright, I think we can probably assume they have Stoneforge Mystic in their deck. This could be a little bit of a greedy board in, though. I don't really like Force Negation here. Okay, much prefer creature removal. Visible Stalker might actually come in pretty good. Potential to remove a land here. Alright. It's maybe greedy removing that land when I'm bringing in 3 cards at 2 CMC. Let's leave it in and remove the Rancor. No. I'll remove a Staggering Insight. Alright, so going into game number 2 here, we have got this 7. I don't think it's the most amazing 7 ever, but I definitely think it's worth a keep. We've got Evasion and Curious Obsession, and we can get our card draw train happening from turn 2. Probably the big decision here is which creature to lead on. I think we might actually be better off just leading... it doesn't matter because we don't have Force Negation. So getting Hallowed Fountain here works fine. Truth. So like against these decks we can be in trouble because we're not playing our I'm gonna get the Breeding Pool here. We have a lot of green in hand. We're not playing Torpor Orb effects, so we could run into trouble here. Let's get this attack happening. We probably want some description of... We probably want to just pivot onto this Invisible Stalk. Oh my god, these draws, man. For opponents, Skyclave Apparitions here, we could be in some trouble. It exiles as well, so we can't get it back with Lurrus. The card's like literally our worst nightmare in a lot of modern decks. Like we have answers to most other things, but Skyclave Apparition's just a bit bullshit, right? So there's the Skyclave. Taking the Curious Obsession, okay. Oh my god, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, Stalker is down, and that is our best card against Skyclave decks. Opponent has taken the turn to play a Noble Hierarch, so he's going to attack for 4 here. We do just take that. Opponent now plays the Soulherder and is going to get the Exile trigger on Skyclave Apparition, losing our Arcane Flight. Alright, this might be a bit hard to work through. I kind of think we need to almost stack auras at this point. There's potential for us to play double creature here and just leave up a pretty, like, 4 power to chump block with. We might be able to eat a Soulherder. Fortunately, our opponent, if they've got a Skyclave heavy hand, they can't exactly target our creatures here. We've left our aura in hand. And we can do a big block on the Soulherder, make him regret things maybe. Still, I will take the opportunity to kill a Skyclave Apparition here. If we can turn off his combo, if that's his only Skyclave in play and we can turn off the combo, I'm very happy with that. We do get a 1-1 as well out of the trade, out of the exchange. So opponent's Soulherder gets to grow. We draw another creature. Yep, we draw another creature. At least we can play 2 creatures this turn, I suppose, is the only upside here. So I'm going to be out of creatures soon, which is, you know, go team. This thing's going to be 5. I think we just chump block at this point. I have a feeling like my opponent's holding on to more Skyclave Apparitions. I don't think they just throw it away like that. We can get creatures back from the graveyard. Honestly, lure us into getting creatures back from our graveyard might actually be a line. I don't really like just playing out the Ethereal Armor here into getting removed. We can potentially Stalker to the battlefield. Let's just put Lurrus to hand here. Big upside though now is we do have access to 3 mana. I really want to see my card draw auras here more than any other aura. Three mana, double green? Eternal Witness, return, Skyclave Apparition, rip. Okay. Well, I said that I thought that my opponent could get it back. Here he is getting it back. I think there is a world where we win this matchup, though. We do have Invisible Stalker. The point where these games become unwinnable is when we can't attack into them and generate any kind of value. The fact we've got Stalker means there is still a hope. My opponent hasn't played any sort of Knight of Autumns, anything that's gaining them life either. Which perhaps gives us a little bit more hope. Alright, we draw Staggering Insight. That's a very good start. As long as we don't get spell quellered here. I think we lead the way on Ethereal Armor and see what our opponent does. So if they've got Spell Queller, I want them to use it here. Hardcast Force of Negation. Alright, well, let's go ahead and cast this one now. The Sacrificial Ethereal Armor. I might draw a land here, so there's a world where I want to play a land second main, so I guess I don't just straight skip through. Alright, well, we do draw that land. Go team. We're going to lose this Staggering Insight here, so we basically need to find like a Curious Obsession or a Staggering Insight here to not just automatically lose the game. I can't believe we spent 4 creatures, 4 cards removing Skyclave Apparition. They just get it back for free with Eternal Witness, and they can trigger that in all of their own steps here. We do need to draw extremely well to get here, though. Losing that Ethereal Armor to counterspell will really hurt us as well. Now they've got card draw at end step via the Ice Fang Quaddle. So we are going to block this one. Opponent going to get that card draw. Soulherder's going to become even bigger. And we've got no auras here. Okay, well, that could potentially do something. I don't know what. We can kill a Noble Hierarch. Like, oh man. This feels kind of bad. Alright, well, Lurrus pretty much just hit the battlefield, but is already going to be essentially getting removed. We will get a 3/3 out of it, though, so that's something, I suppose. Dramoka's command here is awful. I think we'd, in hindsight, prefer the Stubborn Denials so that we can counter these Force Negations. We have got our opponent to 7, but that's not really going to be enough, let's be real. Opponent got access to Collected Company mana here too. Another Ice Fang Quaddle. Oh man. The old chump block a million is not going well for us. If we could somehow give Lurrus haste there, we might have been okay. Oh man. Insult to injury, bounces the Lurrus instead of exiling it. Hot dog, man. Hot damn. If this Dramoka's command was an aura, there's a world where we go like Ethereal Armor, Daybreak, attack for 6, put them to 1. We go to 2. Can we do anything here? Gets a second Soulherder. Yikes, man. Yikes. Just telling my opponent it is a massive insult that he doesn't even exile the Lurrus. That he doesn't, like, need to. Hey, we found some flying. OP. OP, OP. Oh, so my opponent got the counter spell here. Another force negation. Alright, I'm going to make me sack an enchantment. And I'm going to fight his massive Soulherder, just for the meme. Alright. Cool. So we didn't quite get there. I like to think we had pretty awful draws. Opponent reoccurring Skyclave in each end step was going to be hard to beat anyway. We sort of got close because of the power of Invisible Stalker. But also just sort of fell slightly behind there. Maybe if we like got 2 to 3 card draw auras at the start, which were drawing some auras we didn't quite flat out as hard, we could have chump blocked instead. We could have slowly whittled him down. But yeah, wasn't quite the day for us, right? All right, I hope you enjoyed watching that one anyway, versus a bit of an interesting deck. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.